Okay, so let's talk about the importance of a good email body. You got to have a good email body, which is basically your email, in order for them to take action, which I'll talk about in video 8. So the first thing you want to do is create an interesting opening. We've already grabbed them through the subject line and they're interested and they got into the email body and they're waiting to see what it is you got to tell them. So you got to create an interesting opening body. Now the object of the body of the marketing email is to tell whoever you're writing to take action and actually to purchase whatever you're recommending. So whether you're recommending them to sign up at a link, you want to get them to a link. Here's one trick that I learned. If you believe that the sales copy that you're forwarding them to is really, really high converting, then most of your goal is to get them to click that link. It's not necessarily to sell them in the email body copy, but it's to get them to the sales page. And that's most of the time is your goal. And that's something I learned from somebody that taught me that, and it worked. Once I began to write the email, instead of tell them buy this, buy that, tell them something that actually benefits them and something that strikes them that they can see, wow, this product or service can actually help me. Or you could say, you don't even have to talk about the product or service. You can even mention it briefly and say something like, here's the benefits or here's the problems and here's the solutions. And if you want more information, click this link. Because your whole goal is to get them to click that link. So that's one method that you can use. And as I mentioned in the previous videos, things that you should not do and things that you should do. And definitely when you're writing the email body copy, make sure you use things like bullet points or lines to show that they are bullet points or stars. Something that they can see the top of the body and then they can go through, oh, they see bullet points. And they can look through the bullet points, see how whatever you're promoting can benefit them, and then get them to click the link. So let me go ahead and tell you some tips on getting your email read. A few things that you can think of is to keep your email short. You don't want to get it too long, and I made that mistake too in the past. The longer your body copy is, it's okay for content or educational. But if you're doing promotional emails, then keep your email as short as possible. So the sentences should be short, the bullet points, whatever's on the bullet points can be short, and if you think about it, you can take a sentence that you've written, it might be one long sentence, and think of how you can tell somebody, if you only had 5 seconds or 10 seconds to tell something in that same sentence, which takes 30 seconds, how do you say it? That's a good way to think about how you can shorten your actual sentences. And of course, spelling and grammar is very, very important. So make sure that you check, make sure that it sounds good, it flows good. It's not too formal, but not too informal. You got to have a balance in the middle. So speak in a friendly but a business-like tone, because you got to remember these people that you're writing to are business people. So got to be professional, but not too formal, otherwise you don't want to scare them away, and got to think about that. Let me show you an example of a good promotional email. Edmund Lowe tends to write really good promotional emails, and one thing you'll notice is he says, "Hi Stephen, it's Edmund here," and it says there's only 58 copies left. So this means that he probably emailed me beforehand and talked about introducing this product here. And another thing he does is it says, in a hurry, click here for now for details. Some people are in a hurry, so you got to remember that some people don't want to get all the way down here to find the link. And if you make it convenient for them, then they might go ahead and click that link. And if you notice here that he keeps his paragraphs short, so that because when people scan and they see a big paragraph that's from here to here, most of the times they get scared and they don't want to read that from here to here. So split up your paragraphs. As you can see, he has got bullet points or stars. You can put stars, you can put dashes, whatever you feel that makes it easier to read. And as you can see here, it doesn't clump it up all in one block. He makes it double lined here. So you don't have to be too long, as you can see here. It's all the way from here to here. So it's about 1 page, or even less than 1 page. So that's a great example of writing a good email body, is to make it interesting to your readers, but at the same time, presentation, presentation, presentation. Better it is to read, or easier it is to read, the better it can actually convert.